The traffic police officer was about to issue a ticket when the car suddenly drove away on its own. As the officer stood there bewildered, all the cars in the city began to drive themselves. It turned out that hackers had activated a system to take over all the smart cars. Hundreds of vehicles on the streets started crashing into each other and gathering in one direction. Just as the target was about to enter the designated area, the leader immediately gave the order. Soon after, the target's escort fleet was completely destroyed by the cars. At that moment, the cars in the store also started up instantly, crashed through the glass, and burst out of the building, breaking through the fleet. Traffic quickly fell into chaos. At this moment, the bodyguards quickly set up machine guns and began to fire at the approaching vehicles, successfully breaking through before running out of bullets. However, as the target vehicle passed by a high-rise parking lot, all the hacked vehicles rushed out of the building and smashed into the target vehicle. Together with the vehicles rushing from the road, they quickly surrounded the target vehicle. At this moment, a man with a chainsaw climbed onto the roof of a car and used the chainsaw to cut open the fuel tank. Seeing the man about to ignite the fuel tank, the target inside the car handed over the box in his hand. The man who got the box quickly drove away from the scene. But as the man passed an intersection, 5 sports cars blocked his way. However, the man was not panicked and drove straight at them. Before the hackers could react, the man had quickly changed direction and easily broken through the encirclement. The hackers, seeing this, quickly turned around and gave chase. The man seized the opportunity to crash into a building under construction, and the out-of-balance scaffolding smashed into the lead sports car, causing it to lose power. On the other side, the woman rushed into a commercial district and successfully caught up with the man at the last intersection. Realizing he couldn't shake off the woman, the man opened the car's nitrous oxide tank and pressed the button, giving the vehicle a huge boost of power and sending it speeding forward. The woman also pressed the button and fired a hook that latched onto the back of the man's car. Then, she slammed on the brakes, trying to force the man to stop. However, she couldn't withstand the power of the man's car and was about to be thrown off. At this moment, all the vehicles that came one after another shot hooks, trying to stop the man's vehicle. So the man decisively used all the nitrous oxide, charged at the sports car in front of him, and directly flipped it over. Then, the man kicked open the car door. The inertia caused the hacker's vehicle to be thrown off, and at the same time, the man quickly drove his vehicle backward. Finally, the man destroyed all the sports cars and successfully escaped the scene.